Hey there, to the Tech Hunt. Here is a 5 accessibility settings you should be using. Accessibility options come in all shapes and sizes, and many are unique to the particular device or Android version that you have. There are some stock Android accessibility settings you will find everywhere, like Talkback, font size, captions, and touch and hold delay time settings. But there is a lot more, some that are really cool, like using your LED flash as a notification LED. So take a look through your particular device's settings and see what you can make use of. Here is the 5 I think are the coolest though. You must be aware of the magnifier option on your Windows PC for zooming in and out. Well, you can use the same function on your Android by enabling the magnification gesture accessibility option. Once enabled, you can triple tap anywhere on the screen to start zooming in and out. Simply triple tap and hold to magnify your screen and navigate around. Afterward, simply release to return to the normal view. It is a really useful feature once you start using it. Text-to-speech, probably the most well-known of all accessibility features. You may have even used this already. You all need to do is have to Google text-to-speech engine enabled and then download the language pack you want. I use text-to-speech as a simple way to finally get through all the content I save to Pocket for later reading, which I never get around to. So I simply hit the menu button in an article I have saved to Pocket and let Google read the article to me while I prepare dinner. That, my friends, is the definition of laziness, but I prefer to call it efficiency. Negative colors or color adjustment or invert colors. If you have a Samsung and don't really like the dark background vibe, you can simply go into the accessibility settings and check the box next to negative colors. And voila! You will now have a white theme TouchWiz interface. The same thing works on the LG G3 too, where it is called invert colors. But as you can see in the topmost image, you might get some pretty wacky color combinations. Likewise, both Samsung and LG's accessibility option allow you to adjust screen and content color for your particular visual needs. Talkback or Explore by Touch. Talkback is awesome, especially if your eyesight is as bad as mine or you have lost your glasses. You can even use this if your screen has issues, as long as your touch screen is still responsive. Once you have enabled the option, whatever you tap, press or activate will be spoken aloud to you. Explore by Touch is the same thing under a
You touch, select and activate. Accessibility, tick. When Talkback is on.
The additional settings for Talkback are enormous and definitely worth checking out further. Interaction control. Interaction control appear on Samsung devices either through the accessibility menu or by pressing home and the volume down buttons. It lets you turn your motion gestures and screen timeout setting on or off. But the coolest part of it is that you can block off specific area of the screen from responding to touch input, like the status bar or notification shade. Check your particular device's accessibility settings to see if you have these features listed under a different name. For example, the LG G3 call interaction controls touch controlled area, so a little bit of exploration is definitely worthwhile. I wouldn't walk you through every single accessibility setting because there is simply too many, as you can probably tell. I hope I have sparked your interest enough to encourage you to check them out for yourself, because there is some truly great stuff in there, whether you think you need it or not. So that was it for this video, guys. I hope you found this video useful and worth the time. Leave your suggestions down in the comment section. Subscribe for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.